Aaron Hernandez, once promising career turned for the worst. Hello again, guys. Killery Sports here again today, and today I will give you guys the sad story of former Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez. Let's just get right into it. So, Aaron Hernandez was born in Bristol, Connecticut, November 6, 1989. His father, Dennis Hernandez, died due to complications with his hernia surgery in 2006. According to Hernandez's mother, Terry Hernandez, this is what started to make Aaron the person he later became in life. Aaron was full of grief and he started to let his anger out on specifically authority figures. Terry says it was a rough process and I didn't know what to do for him. He would rebel. It was very, very hard. He was very, very angry. He wasn't the same kid. The way he spoke to me, the shock of losing his dad, there was so much anger. And Aaron, despite losing his father, he played at a very high level for the Bristol Central High football team, where he broke state records his senior year with 1,807 receiving yards and 24 touchdowns. He had first committed to playing with his brother DJ at the University of Connecticut, but he ultimately played for the Florida Gators under head coach Urban Meyer. He finished his 3-year college career with 111 receptions, 1,382 yards, and 12 touchdowns. He also won the John Mackey Award his last year for being the nation's best tight end. So he entered the 2010 draft, where he was drafted in the 4th round by the Patriots. His draft stock dropped when he admitted to marijuana use and failing multiple drug tests while in college. He came up in the NFL in 2010 and it only took until week 2 versus the Jets to make his presence known. He became the youngest player since 1960 to have a 100-yard receiving game when he racked up 6 receptions for 101 yards. He and Rob Gronkowski looked to be the best tight end duos because in the 2011 season, they set NFL records for yards, receptions, and touchdowns for tight ends on one team with a combined 169 receptions, 2,237 yards, and 24 touchdowns. One season later, the Patriots had signed him to a 5-year extension that would end in 2018. It was a $40 million contract, which was the second largest ever for a tight end, and he was also getting a $12.5 million signing bonus, and that was the most ever for a tight end. Things were looking really good for Hernandez. It seemed he was going to be financially set for the rest of his life. He got to play for a team that makes the playoffs every year, and he was setting records with Rob Gronkowski. So his life was just amazing. But this is where this story takes a drastic turn. Because during the 2013 offseason, Hernandez was arrested and charged for the murder of Odin Lloyd. He then was immediately released by the Patriots upon them hearing about this. Lloyd's body was found at a park about a mile from Hernandez's house with multiple gunshot wounds to his back and chest. Hernandez Hernandez had intentionally destroyed his home security system. A cell phone belonging to Hernandez was turned over to the police in pieces, and Hernandez allegedly hired a team of house cleaners the same day Lloyd's body was discovered. Hernandez lost all of his endorsement deals, and his name was removed from the University of Florida at its facilities. And in 2015, he was found guilty of first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to serving life in prison without a possibility of parole. He was also indicted of a double homicide in 2012 of Daniel De Abreu and Safrio Furtado. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But he was acquitted after a 2017 trial, so he was free from that charge. But days after that, he was found hanging from his window with the words John 3:16 on his forehead and notes in the Bible saying he would see his family in heaven. He was pronounced dead at 4:07 a.m. by way of suicide. It's a really sad story, guys. He has such a sad story, and he had his whole life ahead of him too. It seemed that his father's death made such a huge impact on his life, and it caused him to commit suicide in the end. It caused him to kill Odin Lloyd, and then the double homicide, the 2 other guys, and then after that, he just wasn't the same kid, as his mother said, and it's just father's death just caused him to do all this, and it's tragic, and it goes to show what depression and grief can do to you. Hernandez had this ever since his dad died, but hope you guys enjoyed this. I will have a more happier video for you guys soon. I will be giving my NFL awards predictions and my Super Bowl prediction in the future. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm Kilby Sports, and I'm out.